opening map of the series, and it's going to be Inferno.
Yes, it is. So we're going to kick things off. CT side start here for FaZe. So that means you're going to get to see the Graviti calling, kicking off, coming on to Inferno. And it's got decent amount of utility here, Graviti, as well as Lucky. For Lucky, I'm excited to see if he's able to keep up that Stage 1 performance.
1.45 rating in Stage 1.
I mean, surely not going to keep that up, but
yeah.
I mean, just keeping up the fact that
good performance.
A good form, yeah, coming into the event. And if he does keep that up, then
hot dog, we got something to talk about.
Yeah. Bravo.
Very passive pistol round from both teams. FaZe playing this far back at the A bomb site, 4 defenders here. Even playing a very, very shallow passive defender at the B bomb site. So Frozen's going to have no early warning. When this hit does come into the B bomb site, all of FaZe, I would imagine they're going to push down middle and go for a fast flank. Set pieces up. Frozen's going to start calling out the action when these pieces of utility stream over the wall. And then we'll see the reaction from FaZe on the other side of the map. Oh, Frozen goes down way, way too quick. Body's got the opening kill. That's the bomb site. That's the plant. And more than likely, that's going to be a pistol round for 3D Max.
Yeah, we'll see FaZe rotate these players in, but whether or not they're going to be able to do anything is a whole other question.
There's a kit on Kerrigan. They do have a smoke, but you just have so many positions to clear out. This bomb site's already difficult enough to retake as it is. Add in a player, 2 players without armor, you're in for a rough time.
Oh, Kerrigan stepping up to the mark, running back into the site. It's going to be Twist with that first kill, and Kerrigan towards the back of the site.
Oh my God.
Jacob as well. Okay, FaZe all of a sudden back in, but time is the problem. They got to get on that defuse, and it stopped. So, as much as the kills look great, they just don't have the time to pull it off, and a great denial off the defusal coming in. Baroki dies. Actually, before that bomb blast catches all of them.
No, but the openings on the retake were there. It actually looked like FaZe was just going to take that with a really strong initial swing off the flashbang and off the utility. But the numbers of 3D Max come to bear. 5 on 4 when that retake begins. You even had the lurk coming in from the other side of the map. Close, but no cigar for FaZe. They start out 0-1, reinvest in pistols. Got a couple of deagles, bunch of 5.7s out on the board, and FaZe is going to fight back in round number 2. Plenty of utility and bodies heading over to the B bomb site. 4-man start on the CT side here towards B. Stockpiling some utility. This opening map is the pick of 3D Max as the low seed coming from Stage 1. FaZe choosing to start on the CT side.
Oh, the Deagle put under pressure, and Jacob's going to be cut away by the MP5.
It's the time of the MP5.
Dude, you have finally been loyal enough that the time has come around.
Oh my God, yeah, I've waited so long.
Yeah, and so now the MP5 is actually here for you, Jason. You've been backing this thing up even when it was absolute trash. So
I totally forgot about this, and up until 2 players brought it out. Now I'm ready. Let's go.
When's the last time the MP5 was good? Just for like historical context.
1.6.
Okay, so then
and not even really
90s?
kind of good. It was just sort of the anti-eco weapon, you know.
All right, so the 90s.
It was the early 2000s, you know.
Early 2000s,
give it a little bit of love.
Okay. Well, 2026, the MP5 is back.
The return.
Yeah. Look at it.
Look at it. Look at it go.
5.7 is still better.
Yeah, well, 5.7's really strong these days. But you know, I've got the MP5 now. We're going to see how that comes in. I had the dualies as well. I was waiting a long time for the dualies to get picked up. Now they're everywhere.
And you've been waiting a long time for Simple too.
I'm a Counter-Strike hipster, you know? I'm just in early.
Yep. Now you've been waiting long enough. Device is going to be your GOAT again.
Device is coming back.
He's going to be your 100 Thieves GOAT.
Yeah, that was the change he needed in his career. Now we're going to see. Now we're going to find out.
All right, well, this is going to be an easy round for 3D Max, you would imagine. But Twist has got a Deagle on Inferno, so always a chance, I suppose, with that.
Just any damage would be nice as well. Fade Barrage lands on Twist. He's brought down very low to 22 HP, so that Deagle likely not going to have too much of an impact. 3D Max, again, a very conservative, chill opening. They've eaten a little bit of utility damage themselves. Lucky and Maka brought down to about half HP. But I think they'll be content with how they've gotten out of these first 30 seconds of the round. All right, Kerrigan. Feeling frisky. Taking a big risk and around with just a pistol. Wants to get that early flank. Maybe he catches someone snoozing. It's possible.
Yeah, around the back. Harrigan's Deagle. Okay, there goes Exorcist.
And now they know. Look at the mini-map. I think 3D Max has to realize we almost have to fall back and fight to create an escape route out of Banana. Otherwise, we're going into a stack. But they're just going to keep pressing forward.
This is Graviti. Removing Carrigan. Nope. So that advantage once held, now gone. We'll see bodyy move up into the site. And he's got a kill off the back of the fountain lined up here. body's going to fall. bodyy just makes his way into the site itself, running over the top. Plant's going to be coming in real shortly.
Good utility work as well to make sure that stack was never even felt. The trap over here never got sprung. Just spamming through smokes is frozen. Other than that, Jacob and Twist haven't even really made their presence known. So FaZe going to back out of this one. Not really much to do, even if you were to push forward. Not really a whole lot of weapons you care to save either, but 3-0 is going to be the scoreboard for 3D Max heading into the first gun round. They've lost Exorcist, so we can buy back up into the next one. We'll see what they come to fight with. But the ideal start if you're 3D Max on this T side of Inferno. Twist saving the armor as well, so he doesn't have to reinvest moving forward. And FaZe have money. They've got money for options as well. Broky's got $6 grand, so you imagine we'll see the op on the CT side right out in the first gun round as well. See if he can start having some influence and start dictating the map with that play, with the positioning of his op.
I'm a flamingo and a triple. Yeah.
Well, yeah, MP5 continues to be out there, Jason.
We love that.
Well, that's the big talking point. Yeah, I mean, at this point, we'll see if FaZe can actually get that AWP involved straight away. We'll see where broky decides to send it. He's up in the apartments in that long hallway angle. The action is all towards B. In fact, majority of it is here. You've got one player at top Banana, and everybody else is just filtering in behind.
Forced a lot of counter utility out of the FaZe defense over in Banana at the start. That's just the initial salvo, so they know they've got a few more to burn through, but nice early kind of pressure applied by just jumping up towards car and half wall, making FaZe burn some of those Molotovs and smokes. broky's op dropped away from halls, falling in towards pit. Two-man setup here. Twist is playing the floating player between both bomb sites, living over in library for the moment, but he'll be around to support the B bomb site towards the later stages. No pressure applied up towards A at all from 3D Max. No one taking brackets, no one throwing utility. This has been quiet behind the wall, and now we're just going to pop on through.
Well, they're not looking at Carrigan, and that gives him a chance. His bodyy is just taken away straight away, so I think Carrigan's going to be very happy about that. Bomb hasn't been planted yet.
Odd. I don't know if it's a mistake or if they wanted the execute without the smoke in place, but an odd free kill to give up. Doesn't necessarily make the retake any easier. Carrigan is still very, very low. There's 2 kits in play on Carrigan and one's on Twist. They're going to have to attempt this once again at a man disadvantage. And you're risking the op as well.
Well, into the swing at CT. It's Exorcist that'll fall away. Lucky with a great shot. Jacob sent to the Shadow Realm. We'll leave Lucky and Graviti trying to hold this down alone. The fire heating them up. Graviti burning. Still has found some sanctuary at the back of it, but they know where he is. And so they send enough bodies in to claim the round victory, and FaZe will get there first.
Yeah, that's a nice retake. Although 3D Max, I think, going to be kicking themselves a little bit. A few fights. That was the big thing of this retake, is just 3D Max players at off angles are swinging into a fight, not able to win that. We saw the one swing towards CT spawn, saw the one holding an angle towards dark spot before he got taken down. You get a couple of kills in those situations. That changes out differently, but nice utility usage, good flashbangs, and good retake from FaZe. And all of that kind of activated by the 5-on-4 provided by Carrigan. So there's that kind of weird smoke decision to attack without that smoke in place that gave a free kill. That gave FaZe an easier time of things. Twist has got his head set off, obviously, so maybe some config issues creeping back up.
Yeah, maybe. So hopefully they get that one resolved as quickly as possible. We would love to return to the action, have no delay. But for FaZe, at least getting their first round on the board.
Yeah, and with 2 players surviving, they bring the op out as well. They keep that in the hands of broky moving forward, so they don't have to rebuy the weapon. So they'll have to drop some M4s over to teammates, but sitting in a pretty happy place at the moment if you're FaZe with that round win in the first gunny.
Well, we got to check in on the A stream for a second there while we were waiting for this game to get started, and we got to see Astralis versus Spirit underway.
Yes. Astralis versus Spirit going on in that stream. That's their second series of the day. So the headliner is still waiting to come up. Still a little bit far behind due to the double overtime in the 3-map series between Navi and Paravision earlier on today. So Spirit Astralis. Spirit is up a map in that series. And then later on today, the headliner, the one that everyone's really waiting for, is Vitality versus BC Game.
It's exciting because
well,
Simple versus Zywoo.
Okay, I was going to say, if you go anywhere else other than that.
Simple versus Zywoo. But I think, the sad thing is it could end up just being
a stomp?
Very one-sided game for Vitality. I think we're all just kind of hoping that there's some world in some way that could be competitive. Even on a map, it would be fun just to have it for a map.
Or even if it's stomp, give us the fireworks of Simple Zywoo, right? Like, like even if it's like a 13-4, just give me 15, 20 kills out of Simple. No.
Well, it wouldn't really be a stomp then, would it? Likely, he would win some rounds at least, but at least a big clutch, a simple clutch. If
okay, you just want a clutch is all you need.
One clutch is all we need, and we're happy with that.
Well, looks like we're back in the action. Twist just sat back down, so getting into it. 3-1 in the favor of 3D Max heading into round number 5. Money for both teams. Everyone's fully kitted out and bought back into things. Economy's a little bit tense and on the edge for both sides as well. So an early swing round here on Inferno. Which team's going to take the economic advantage moving forward? If it's 3D Max on the T side, you can really snowball that into a big, big lead. If it's FaZe, we can start seeing this staunch defense get into play. And the constant utility barrage might make the T side very difficult. A lot of emphasis on Banana and this B bomb site early for 3D Max.
Okay, just flying. What?
That's a crazy...
That is a wild play.
Crazy way to find an opening. I love it.
2 openings. That's the wildest part about it. He gets 2 kills out of that position. You think lucky, maybe he gets away with 1. Oh. But then FaZe, that's one way to pull it back.
Yeah, they brought it back over towards middle as well. A little bit of aggression down the mid-ramp towards bracket. So Bomb gonna hustle in. All of a sudden, a little bit more urgency on the 3D Max side, but they don't want to commit here. Okay, throwing a Molotov, going back to get another one. Gravity's gonna plant the bomb. And Kerrigan's gonna wait.
Kerrigan not attempting to deny it, just wants to maintain his position. The element of surprise of how quick he is to the spot. He's in front of the Molotov, in fact, and that gives him a shot against Graviti, but Graviti was ready for that push forward from Kerrigan. Removes him, no problem. And now with bodyy on the AWP, not really finding too much space here for the retake just yet.
Yeah, but if you don't escape now and that smoke fades, I mean, Brokey's got the health. Jacob's going to have to find an escape route with only half HP, so I almost feels like they're forced into going for this. So, okay, missed shot on the drop down. Now they've got to find a way to bail out, but the smoke is cleared. Molotov is going to box him in.
Well, getting away, it's Maka with the pick on Brokey. They'll follow up as Maka on the cleanup with a quick double kill. And that is a 4-1 start for 3D Max. So you can see 1 round, but you bounce back immediately. And that's going to feel good for the French.
Yeah, that's what I mean. There's that early swing round going in the favor of 3D Max. So now they have great advantages moving forward. You've taken all the guns out of the hands of FaZe. They lose everything with this round win. You've got a 3-round lead. And now you know you're going to be going up against, at most, a half investment, half buy out of the FaZe side of things. You can really crank this up and blow up the scoreboard here.
Well, you got 2 MP9s, you got a Deagle 5-7, and then obviously Brokey saving a little bit of extra money for that AWP to be back again. So he's only got the USP at the moment. We're talking 5-1 out the gate here for 3D Max. So it definitely is a slow start from FaZe. And they really do not have that starting in stage 2 excuse to throw out the window. So. Gotta think of something else.
I'm sure they can come up with something. Kerrigan's been around for a while. He's got excuses for 20 years.
Twist was like not focusing. You know, we had that issue at the start of the game with Twist. Pretty fair excuse, to be honest.
It's all good. Once again, 3D Max, nothing fancy. Lining up behind this smoke in the B bomb site. Gonna wait for it to fade. Gonna be replenished by Kerrigan. Again, no pressure, no presence being applied or established towards the A bomb site, towards brackets. So 3D Max just happy to be patient. Use the utility advantage for a nice set piece. Flames, smokes, flashbangs everywhere. And now we move forward.
Yeah, Kerrigan, just the one off the top of first oranges, and then Graviti deals with the threat. And really, there is no threat now from FaZe. It is going to be 5-1 comfortably there for 3D Max. They put the bomb down, and they'll walk away.
Interesting game on our hands so far. Nice big lead established early. FaZe coming over, though, they're not going to go for this or try and win. They want to take weapons away. I think they feel like they need to put a dent in this economy. So, you know, go in and do like almost like a fake retake right at the end of the bomb timer. Keep people close to the explosion. get a couple kills, force some rebuys, and all of a sudden, this is looking much more doable than you ever would have thought possible.
Yeah, now a deagle for Jacob. He did another one, but I mean, that's great damage. Even with the limited time, just throwing your bodies into that and keeping it expensive, you know, you're really preventing 3D Max from getting to that point where they have exponential growth of their economy.
Yeah, that critical mass that you just can't overcome.
So, I mean, keeping them modest enough. And then FaZe can get back to buy their own. So the AWP comes out for bodyy again.
Still yet to see this 3D Max team attack towards the A bomb site. They're happy to just kind of keep leaning towards banana, keep leaning towards the B site, say, okay, well, you haven't stopped us yet.
Yeah, figure that out. And as soon as you do, we'll move over.
The question always is, when's the switch up? When do they feel like they've conditioned? And maybe it's now. Look at them creeping into this mid-smoke. Not even going to use a flash, so Twist has no idea.
He's just got a jiggle on this shoulder peak. He's got the information without being in harm's way. Realizes they've conceded archway.
Yeah, but I love this play from Exorcist. Look at the pressure this applies. Opens up a B wrap, opens up a wrap around the A bomb site as well. The defense is reeling at the moment.
Yeah, Graviti trying to get this wrapper on. This could be a really nice A wrap coming in from 3D Max. It's going to be Lucky and Maka both chiming in. Look at the pressure that's on bodyy. He's got an AWP and he's pinned in the back of the bomb site. They're coming in from two sides. He just can't get away with his life. FaZe Clan do nothing in this round. They just can't handle the wrap from 3D Max, and yeah, they go away, and it looks beautiful.
I actually love the pace of that scale. It's like two players wrapping around applies so much pressure to the A defense who doesn't want to deal with them, just wants to get into some safety. And all the meanwhile, 3D Max say, your only real option, we have someone at the end of halls, we have two players wrapping around the bomb site. Your only option for safety if you're this FaZe defense is to push lane and try and attack towards brackets where they have an AWPer waiting. They have players waiting and ready to receive them with open arms. That's a really well-constructed round by 3D Max, and it looks so effective because they got everything they wanted. They had the passive A defense, they got to walk out of the smoke and brackets quietly, they were assuming a triple B start, and the strategy looks great. Bomb goes off, a 5-round lead.
Well, now we know they can hit both bomb sites. This team side gets,
True.
gets pretty scary.
Yeah, once it opens up on each side, yeah, it gets a lot worse.
Oh, well, first time out here for FaZe. It's got to be the point where they turn this ship around. A ship with a P. But I suppose the T would work too.
T, yeah, it would. It'd be a good place. That's what this timeout is for. Turn it around.
Well, Brokey's got played with an MP9. Not like he really got many chances with that AWP there. He was really pinned in the bomb. So once your teammates go down on like either side of short or long and you're just stuck in the corner on the side of the AWP with them running from long and through the balcony and through short, there's just nothing you can do that.
Yeah, he hasn't really had a whole lot of chances yet with the AWP without having any kind of aggressive openings, right? His first time having it was up in A halls, had to drop down into pit. The hit came in towards the B bomb site. He was away from the action. This time, he's lined up towards lane. Hits coming wrap side. They have to give up space because Twist gets kind of caught on an awkward timing. Can't really fight for the space. Exorcist applied a lot of pressure. And then he's just, again, put in a situation where he doesn't have any great fights to swing into. So the AWP been neutralized so far in these first 7 rounds or so.
Well, Maka for a little bit of a poke and prod up towards top middle with his AWP. He'll be forced back, and Twist will take up position in the cubby at long. Bodyy feeling emboldened by the fact he's only got an MP9, so he can make a play a little bit more aggressively, a little bit more of this front line attack as they actually set up a beautiful crossfire hit. Jacob just taking a deeper angle with the M4. Going to try and pull them into the trap that they've laid, and it's perfect. So Jacob and Twist all chiming in. That's 3 kills for FaZe in quick succession. And that leaves Lucky and Maka in a really difficult round with the bomb dropped at top mid.
Ooh, and just missed the timing on this from bodyy. Can he react in time, bodyy? Okay, got the swing down. bodyy wasn't super committed to it, still gets the win. That's a free AWP upgrade for later on in the round if he wants it. Lucky's going to try and take his head off. 35 seconds in the round. So Brokey dips, grabs the AWP, and Lucky's all the way back at T-spawn. So we're just going to get a save, as there's no real estate for him to work and even do anything about it. So FaZe get their second round on the board. Nice find for them with a good crunch on brackets, on timing. First time we've seen that out of FaZe's defense. And I think more than anything, that might have been them just saying, we've been playing this entire game, kind of letting 3D Max work the map whichever way they want, at whatever pacing they want. Let's change that. Let's actually be proactive and move around and deny access to things. Good find for FaZe.
Counter-terrorists win.
Well, we talked about the money and FaZe going for that. That retake at the B site, not for the round win, but for the damage and what effect that could have down the line. We can see that in the next round. Not so much now, but we're at the point where this is the last good buy of 3D Max. If they lose this, then they'll have no residual cash left over, enough for a buy at least. And so it'll end up being a chance for FaZe to break them and get into this first half. And that would be after the timeout. So proving very impactful so far. It's quick from 3D Max up towards top banana. We've got Maka and we've got Lucky already over the top of the car. And Maka wants even more. He wants more ground, and he's finally put in the ground by Frozen.
Good start from FaZe now. 5-on-4, and they get to play it patiently. And 3D Max, look, they haven't been doing anything outside of that one round of pressuring Rap side today. They haven't done anything all that special. It's mostly been take banana, wait for the smoke to fade, throw or execute, and get into the bomb side. I think FaZe is going to have an easy time reading what's coming as the finishing play in a 4v5. Now, this play last time netted Lucky a double opening kill.
You're going to do it again, Lucky. You're going to come through that smoke again. They break it this time at least, and no one from FaZe.
And it brought him down to 4 HP?
Yeah, and it wasn't really worth it. So both FaZe players had already got around the corner, but here we go. Smoke ready to deploy here for Frozen. He's going to try and delay 3D Max a little bit longer, and it does hold them back.
But this is what I mean. FaZe know exactly what's happening this whole time, right? Like, FaZe has had 3 players here. They just re-smoked. The rest of the map is quiet. Brokey's got an angle from Rap side towards the mid-ramp. He knows nothing's coming up. So FaZe know exactly what this map looks like. Knows exactly it's going to be a play at the B bomb site.
Which will make this even more impressive when 3D Max win it, Jason.
I think they're just going to back away and save.
Yeah, you're right. Your bomb's already gone. So that's it. So they realize they know exactly what's coming at them. We really have not got a lot of chances to go and win this. And for the reasons I highlighted at the start of this round is the fact that they don't have much money left over. It's going to be a full reset if they lost everything here. So they want to keep the 4 rifles.
Yeah, and I mean, most of the players can replenish utility as well. Outside of Graviti, everyone's going to have cash to get some nades. Maka's going to rebuy with nades. So you essentially go into the next round with a full buy. But either way, that 6-1 lead that 3D Max worked so hard for is starting to dwindle, starting to get, chipped away at by FaZe as they claw back 2 in a row. And 3D Max, I mean, it's just one of those situations where rounds like that, you want to minimize those rounds where just like one death and you're like, oh, we actually have no idea of how to get back into this round. Take one death, sit outside the B bomb site. FaZe know what's happening, so their utility usage is perfect. They replenish the smokes at the perfect timing each and every time, and you're just kind of locked out with nothing to do. So 3D Max have to be careful about that. They don't reconvene into a second option in a way that takes away any other option on the rest of the map, because that's exactly how that round just played out. Timeout comes to a close, and we'll get right back into things. Round 10, 3 remaining in this opening half. FaZe starting to wake up.
Yeah, you still have that opportunity to get rid of the majority of the money here for 3D Max. Lucky again, committed towards the top banana offensive. He's already behind the half wall. We got Ecstasy's taking over the apartments. He's already in the bedroom. And no one from FaZe electing to be aggressive at the start of these rounds. No one's down banana this time. No one's in the apartments. The most advanced position is Brokey's AWP up through short.
I think thankfully for 3D Max as well, nobody's gone down. Nobody's gotten picked off either. So they're happy to kind of play this 5-on-5, still spread across the map. 3 defenders here for FaZe. Kerrigan shifting off after activating this aggressive play behind the half-wall smoke. It's going to be Twist and Frozen to defend the B-bomb site. Little bit of utility up in brackets, smoking off the corner. Molotov under the balcony, showing they want to take mid control, showing they want to have a staging area to attack into the A-bomb site. That's Exorcist meant to be that player to maintain the presence, but going down to Brokey means the B hit has got to go.
Well, let's see if Twist can step up here from First Oranges. AK-47 out, Frozen's got that first, but Twist gets nothing. And so that gives a chance here for 3D Max in the final 25 seconds to get into the bomb site, but Frozen, a risk, being body peppered and slowed as he comes to the smoke, but there's no slowing down for Frozen. He triple kills, he destroys them alone. That is a huge round from Frozen as he pushes through that smoke.
Yeah, absolutely perfect. You could see him wanting to spam through, but realizing teammates were on the way. Someone's calling out that they've got a flashbang, and Frozen takes complete advantage. Not enough players still alive for 3D Max to watch every single eventuality, and a triple kill coming on through. FaZe is back in this game. 3 rounds in a row, 2 rounds back, and money finally for 3D Max taken away.
Yeah, this is at the perfect point too. So FaZe trying to set themselves up with a chance to tie this game up going into the second.
Yikes.
Yikes indeed. Well, not really going too well now for 3D Max. Body losing half of his body with some grenades landing towards him.
I mean, I would imagine the plan for 3D Max is to do the deep utility from T-Ramp and kind of hustle up Banana and hit that B bomb site as fast and aggressively as possible. That's what it seems like at the moment. There's the jump across. Graviti just kind of being the canary in the coal mine, let him know what kind of defense they're going to be going up against. And actually, Frozen backs all the way off. And he even calls Kerrigan back. He says, nope, now's not the time to rotate. I've got people in this direction. Kerrigan comes back. But again, 3D Max, this is the only part of the map they have presence. Got the smokes, they've got the flashes. Problem is no Molotovs. Problem is no armor really on a lot of players. Problem is really just the 2 Galils. And defense is looking rock solid. Frozen and Kerrigan, but finally broken through. Bomb gonna be picked up, and at least a plant is there for 3D Max.
The plant that could lead to a round win. We'll see if Maka and Graviti can combine together. Graviti in particular is having a hot game, but he's very low on health. 21. They've doubled up, and there it goes. Maka straight through the wall bang. Grenade somehow not removing Graviti. Not doing a whole lot of damage at all, but you can't tank that. You can't go through that damage. And that is so frustrating, but that defuse is only starting now, and Graviti just can't win it.
He's like, please, Jesus, let me live.
Yeah, he's just like,
He's actually praying.
Gonna take a drink and smoke one of these back here, I think, and just get into the next round. He is giving that mercy, so I mean, making the most of what they could there, 3D Max, but it will continue to be FaZe on this run, looking to see if they can end the half with a 5-round streak.
Yeah, great start to this half for 3D Max, but it's been all FaZe. It was 6-1 at one point, and now 4 in a row for FaZe as they come storming back into it. The defense, finally, once they got a little bit of money underneath their belts, has just been off to the races. Really well done from FaZe in their recovery. And look at this push for the final round of the half. Frozen is going to be the spearhead, and well done. Blinded by Kerrigan.
Here goes Exorcist as well. Gonna catch Frozen. It's a great start to the round here from 3D Max as they look to try and put an end to this streak of FaZe Clan to take a lead going into the second half. 7-5 would be very impressive here for 3D Max. Flashes forward, Twist. Gonna go down through it to Lucky. Brokey nipping in and walking away with a kill.
Yeah, but you're going to know that's likely the only other defender here. You've taken down Twist. You know, Kerrigan and Frozen are both gone, so Brokey's kind of that player who came over in support. Bomb is going to creep in quietly, and a flank coming in from Jacob, and that might be the only way FaZe win this round. The Jacob battle against Maka and Banana. Banana might be everything.
Yeah, Brokey gonna be walking forward. Statue in the middle of the fountain protecting his opponent. His body just drops him, so now it is all on Jacob. And yeah, 3D Max gonna be a little bit disappointed they don't get even more rounds from a 6-1 lead, but at least they lead going into the second half. 7-5 up are 3D Max versus FaZe Clan. We'll see how it continues going into the second half. until Extreme Masters crack off. And yeah, a lot to shout about, at least in the early going there for the 3D Max. They're 6-1 up. FaZe on a bit of a streak, but 3D Max still able to grab one extra round to play with going out at the end of that first half. 7-5 lead, switching now to the CT side of Inferno.
Yeah, it's not bad, but I have to imagine 3D Max left that half wishing they had a few more rounds to play with. That little stretch, that 4-round stretch that FaZe went on, I think really bruised them a little bit. This half it felt like it was going to be a lot stronger for 3D Max, but such is the recovery from FaZe. Now they get to switch into the attacking side on Inferno T side. Pretty chill, but looking like they're going to send bodies in Banana, and 3D Max has bodies here too, and Frozen gets caught nade in hand, somehow survives.
Yeah, Ecstasy somehow getting away. I'm going to start drifting rotations over towards the A bomb side, but just at the wrong time because FaZe are coming at Maka, and he got flashed by Twist. You can see them racing back, trying to get there in time towards this B bomb site, but there's a long way to go for Graviti, and FaZe have already arrived. So CT smoke up, Graviti's hoping he can step up from behind the coffin. He's just not connecting any shots until now. That bomb rolls to the ground and then chased down by Jacob.
Yeah, and I think not enough production, but it's all on the flank. If they can take out Frozen, maybe they have the avenue in, but Frozen wins the fight. And now it's the low HP Exorcist, and there's really no chance he's going to get too much done. 1 kill for him, and they give him a lot of room to work with.
Look how low they are as well, JC. Like, these dual Berettas could melt them quite quickly.
And bomb's not planted.
Yeah, they have to cross into the open again. You've still got bodyy left and 100 HP. 3D Max can absolutely still win this pistol round.
But they need patience. And can you actually have that patience in this position?
Well, you have to come out towards them. So there's Exorcist, another kill. That's Frozen being finished off from his earlier damage in the round. Body's got covered. He can just peek in and out. He's actually taken down by Jacob at range, so it has to be Exorcist. And you said he couldn't do much. There he is at everything. Incredible round from Exorcist. That is a massive turnaround on low HP. Gets to the dual Berettas and steps up and delivers absolutely everything for his team.
Oh, they had him pinned down along the left wall, along the orange boxes. That's wild that 3D Max is able to take that win. FaZe could not find the proper double swing against Exorcist. That is lovely with the dualies, keeping him boxed in. His opponent taking attention away. That's bodyy, just keeping them frozen in the open. Lovely stuff. 8-5 now for 3D Max. Both pistols their way in this opening map.
Jacob down to 19 HP. I mean, this round really should go nowhere for FaZe. It's really a formality.
Yeah, it's all about this deagle, isn't it? Just, I mean, you can see they're just going to give it time to take picks and take peeks, and obviously it gets naded out of existence, so Brokey has the deagle. Now it's his turn. They believe in recycling. That's nice.
That's good. Sure.
Great position to be in though for 3D Max. I mean, pistol round win, you're gonna have the economic advantage. Uh-oh, you can build up some money too if you're Graviti.
And he's making bank. Nice double on the MP9s. Feeling like he has to go to the sidearm for a quick reload around the corner. Body's got the rest, and the MP5 chiming in again. So there we go. It's a decent old start here for 3D Max in the second half as well. Winning the pistol round, had to fight for it, but anticipated to win the second round, and they do quite comfortably. I mean, FaZe don't want to have to get in a 6-1 hole again before they start coming back into the half. That was a big issue for them starting Inferno, just very slow. Chance here because the bonus round coming up here for 3D Max. You got 4 players in SMGs, 1 rifle. Everyone from FaZe has a rifle, so weapon superiority over that. Let's see if they can make the most of it.
That's good, some good chip damage from the CT side early. Potentially something they can capitalize on. 2 players at the B bomb site. You can see Maka's going to play that swing position, shifting between A and B depending on where the attention is coming. Smoke from FaZe towards left side, but counteracted by Molotov in towards middle, so want to delay the taking of brackets. You can see, too, the philosophy of this 3D Max defense is to be in your face with the SMGs. Exorcist with his first, Molotov blocks off their chance to chase, and now blocks off their access to the A bomb site. Really well done from Lucky and 3D Max.
Well, that's Carrigan. Dispatching of Exorcist moving through the hallway. Frozen's turn. Oh, couldn't get the double. Graviti making quick work of him, keeping the numbers even at the 40-second mark of the round. Here's Jacob up through top middle. Lucky with one extra. It's just blow for blow, tit for tat. 30 seconds left. And here we go. Graviti now with the M4 steps up and walks away with Carrigan. And there's no trade this time, and Brokey left on 19 HP. This is about to be a bonus round victory for 3D Max. They have made so much money. They are off to the races here in the second half.
Yeah, I mean, even if you lose it, though, but only not having to spend any money on expensive M4s in that round and still getting the win with MP9s is fantastic. And you love the philosophy. Look at how aggressive everyone was. MP9s were playing balcony. They were playing in boiler. They were pushing down banana as well. They were making sure this range superiority of the AKs couldn't come into effect. On a map like Inferno, obviously very doable. And they have given themselves such an incredible advantage in this second half as well. 10-5 with all the money in the world.
That was an odd-looking flash, huh?
Yeah, it really was. Okay.
Oh, there's another one.
Yeah, there we go. Well, 5 on 4. And still, again, FaZe just playing the pickoff game with Deagles, giving them time to go for a peek, to go find themselves a fight. None of it's working. And man, I mean, this offense is going to have to just be ready to go right out of the gate. As soon as this next round comes, round 17, when the AKs come back out, this offense better be just perfect from that point on. They have such a long comeback to make. Slow starts in each half. In the first one, they recovered, but in the second half, it's backs against the wall very, very early.
We got Exorcist backing his way into the pit. Lucky on the side, Exorcist to follow up, and it's nice and clean. No problems there, really. 3D Max looks like they're about to get a very one-sided Inferno game here, Jason.
They're giggling because they got away with one a little bit there. Molotov was thrown up in towards halls and actually burned Exorcist out of position. He had to drop in towards pit, then went to peak lane and didn't realize how far they'd scaled. So, I mean, there's a world in which that could have gotten sketchy, but due to the M4s, due to just the stronger weapons, it's shut down quickly by Lucky and Exorcist. And once again, Twist going to take some time in the action to figure out the PC situation. Been plagued by these intermittently throughout the entirety of it, and we've heard him just drop out of the server there, so we'll get him connected and back in and figured out.
Yeah, evidently frustrated as well, and understandably so. But I think, yeah, that frustration piles on more when you're 11-5 down.
Yeah, it's harder to swallow at this point. Yeah, it's harder to deal with, harder to kind of keep your mental in a place where you're still kind of checked into the game and locked into the game and locked into trying to win when this is, what, the third time we've seen him kind of jolted out. So, yeah, some mental issues going on for Twist and some obvious config issues going on for Twist as well as we try and get that situated and fixed for the rest of this game. Headset is back on, so it doesn't seem to be too bad.
Hey, it feels pretty good, huh, for 3D Max to start off stage 2 like this. You know, if you close out the map 13-5 or prevent FaZe from really getting back into this. I mean, it's one hell of a start into the series.
Important to note as well, it is their map pick.
Yeah. Nuke's up next.
3D Max's, yeah, Nuke is up next. That'll be FaZe's map pick. But however, as we know, when you pick Nuke as your map pick in the series, you're going to be starting on that T side. So 3D Max is going to be happy to be like, we'll play Nuke. We'll start on the CT side. We're game.
They come in looking sharp. The admin's really trying to get Twist happy here on the server. You know, we're remote, but when you look at the set, it still feels very similar to the Hall of Heroes we had in Katowice. It's been a smooth transition, it seems, into Kraków.
Yeah, it's a nice look down that hall as well, and everyone with all the banners up and everything. So yeah, we've brought it along. We'll see what changes they make once they get into the arena as well for the playoffs. That's going to be a beautiful spectacle in a new city and a new location. 11-5 as we get back into the action. Config issues all solved for now. Round 17, a 6-round lead for 3D Max.
Got to be a massive turnaround from this point onwards for FaZe Clan. Good start. Maka down to 54. At least doing some damage early here with FaZe.
Look at all that deep utility. There would have been nowhere to hide if you were FaZe. Nade under bell, nade at logs, Molotovs deep. Body boosted up as well. So that perch is going to give them the confidence to shift Maka off back to the A bomb site. He's going to hustle because already FaZe is starting to make their move and they're coming through the smoke.
Well, flashes up. Lucky. Oh, looking to mow him down, but his teammate Exorcist is gone. The grenade will be successful. Lucky holding his ground because he knows he's not alone. He's got Maka right beside him, and they're going in for a double dip. Lucky going for the repeat and finishing off the low speed twist. There's the peak again, and Maka's got that one covered. There's the Deagle. Why not go for more? Top-rated player of stage 1. It's charging him to stage 2. And we got Bodyy coming in to close out. 3D starting on FaZe. Just showing they are the better team right now.
Yeah, just a lot of attitude. Just not shying away from any single fight there. Everything has come back for more. I'm saying, no, don't do that. And he's saying, wait, I got one more teammate coming. I got one more rotating player coming. I'm going for more. And he's going to clean it up whether I win or lose. Absolutely disgusting 3D Max with all the answers. It's 12-5. It's a second timeout from FaZe. And they got to rattle off 7 in a row to force overtime. All right, what a spicy way to open up the B stream on day 1 of stage 2.
Yeah, we had Foot Esports upsetting Furia 2-0.
Yeah.
We could have 3D Max getting a win over FaZe here today as well. At least Nuke will be, you'll have like that reset in between Inferno and Nuke. And hopefully that is when FaZe actually get into this series. But right now, I thought the turnaround in that first half when they actually get those 4 rounds in a row.
Yeah, you thought that was them clicking in?
I'm like, there we go, FaZe are here.
Like, all right, I'm ready for a FaZe game.
No,
not so much the case.
They weren't ready for a FaZe game.
No, they weren't at all.
Maybe this is a FaZe game. You know, you wait till you get to 12 and then you pull the comeback.
Yeah.
All right, let's see. Kraków group stages. All right, Nate's landing. FaZe getting mowed.
What the hell?
Melted, destroyed, and it's just Molotovs doing everything.
Yeah, but this was that Nate Barrage I put out at the start of the last round. It happens again, and look how much damage was dealt so quickly by the nades. Okay, Brokey, do you want to go all the way through? Really gonna try and get crazy?
Yes. Resoundingly, yes.
Actually, that was pretty anticlimactic as far as it all goes.
Yeah, he just goes forward, gets that 1 kill, and we got a 3v3 off the back of it. Pretty even as well. You know, Gravity's low, Brokey's low, 2 other players on or at full health.
Yeah, Gravity's got the weird one is, how do you want to position yourself with 10 HP to defend this B bomb site? Do you choose somewhere inside the bomb site to just kind of hide? Or do you kind of play an off-angle ratty, let them into the bomb site, see if they can find you?
Shot here from Maka. He's going to go again, and actually it's Jacob that's gone down this time, leading Karrigan in a 1v2. He's got to clutch up to keep this map going, otherwise 3D Max have taken it away. It would be a stellar map here from 3D Max, a flawless second half, not conceding a single round against FaZe Clan. Karrigan looking to change that fact now. Lurking his way around the middle of the site. Graviti yet to move forward. Karrigan actually getting closer to him. He has his back cover from that box in the middle of the site. He's positioned himself very well to win this, hasn't he? Karrigan down to the 1v1 up against Maka, running him down, and Karrigan does win it. Karrigan keeps it going.
And he just ignored the player spamming through smoke and lane. He's like, this is an obvious distraction. Just trying to keep my attention here. Great positioning at the single box. Isolate that fight over towards library coming in. And then you find yourself up against the op at a disadvantage. Really nicely done from Karrigan to piece together the 1-on-2 clutch. But that just keeps them alive. We still don't have the solution. We still don't have any sense that FaZe have kind of turned the nature of this game. So Karrigan has just bought them a little bit of grace period. And we're going to get this round reset as nobody's leaving spawn at the moment. So looking like we're gonna get one more just match medic coming in and start things over-ish, eventually, allegedly.
Possibly.
Possibly, maybe.
All right. Twist has unzipped the jacket now. What does this mean, Jason?
Unzipping the jacket is a rarely seen tactic in the tech pause. I would say that's just a sign of frustration. No real deep meaning as to the tech pause itself. Just getting hot. You know?
Yeah, it's the anger bubbling up with
Jacket
him.
does look breathable, but you're still going to get warm under these lights.
Especially when Karrigan hits you up with a clutch like that, you know?
Yeah, that's true. Maybe they play like strip clutch.
Yeah.
Every time Karrigan clutches,
every time Karrigan clutches,
you got to take, take some off.
That's why FaZe start with so many items to close it, you know? They don't. They anticipate a heavy game of Karrigan clutches.
That's why they're all in tracksuits.
When Karrigan's looking over, he's like, can he help with the tech issue at all?
Yeah, what can I do? I've got experience.
What logo is that above Twist's head, Jason? Remind us. Do you even remember? Seems like an old one.
I didn't get a clean look at it, to be honest with you.
Oh.
I mean, I did, but not when you said it. You know?
That's fair enough. Looked old.
Oh, there we go.
Getting the eye drops in there.
Lubricate your eyeballs. Yeah, that really was. He was
Wow.
tapping that side of things.
Oh,
Wait, let's see the other eye. How
Let's
many?
get another leader in here.
1, 2, 3. He's got like 3 or 4 taps.
Oh,
in there.
yeah.
Oh Lord, get the good angle on it.
Bro, he is
yeah,
gonna be-
dunk it in there.
He's going to be seeing in 3D,
Holy
8K,
hell.
4K, every K.
That dude's eyes are so wet.
Yeah, body, wet eyes. That's what they say about it.
Old body wet eyes.
Body, wet eyes. Oh, man, he needs to be careful. His eyeballs don't slip out.
I was gonna say it is a lot. They're
They're
swimming.
lubricated. Well, let us know how many eye drops you guys put in over on social media. You can do ESL CS on X, Instagram.
That's so many eye drops, dude.
This is literally half the
I'm
bottle.
still blown away.
Tell you, he's not using the max strength, man. We got the doctors in chat.
They look
saying-
clear. His eyes look crystal
He
clear.
actually,
He's- I know.
looks, he never
He's
has
like,
to
"Whoa."
blink. He never has to blink again.
He's like, oh my God, it's a whole new world out here.
We got the doctors in Twitch chat. And I'm reading it right now. They're saying that doesn't look healthy. So, yeah. At what point does eye drops become a performance-enhancing substance, you know?
I don't know.
You're like,
That's a great
you
question.
can flick to the minimap and back faster, you know, dodge
True.
flashes, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
Can I take water from there?
All right, we've even got the laptop over here.
Oh my Lord.
When does that ever... Twist, you're going to have to play on the laptop.
Maybe it's like a contractual thing. Like if this happens 4 times in one map, we have to bring the laptop out.
Yeah, we have
Yeah.
to look official. It is very official looking, I must say.
Does make you feel like something more is being done, you know?
I
Like the first couple times didn't fix it, so now we've got to elevate things.
Yes, and the referee closest to our screen, he's got the official referee posture, which is one hand behind the back. It's quite an old etiquette in the world of refereeing. You must always have the hand behind the back.
It's a good look. It is a very professional look for a referee. Like if someone comes up and gives you a ruling with his hands behind his back, like it
almo-
feels official.
Yeah, it's almost like even the other referees doing it. You can see it is just culture
Yeah.
among the referees.
So
And
they have
now-
something
and
to say, and then they take the hands
And
out.
he's like
Yeah.
twists. He's consoling him and he's helping him in this moment. All referees are trained with counseling as well for your tech pause frustrations.
Certified therapist
Yeah.
as well.
So Twists, tell me, how is this tech pause making you feel?
That's how you get a player to snap,
Yes.
right there. He's like, how do you think it's making me feel?
Maka looking very sophisticated.
It did go for the glasses on the end of the nose, which makes him seem
He's way smarter.
vastly more intelligent.
+5 intelligence. See, that's just regular glasses right there. And he's the in-game leader.
Yeah, if he's looking good, he's feeling good, you know?
What if this game just ends after this tech pause? What if we just go 13-6?
Think that could happen? You think they're allowed? What if like Twist just stands up and says, you know what? We're not going to win this one. I'm out.
I think it's not allowed, but I think it should be. You know,
Oh yeah, you think so?
I think it's fair enough.
The way the throw in the towel?
What do you guys think at home? Let us know.
No, can't do that.
You know, I've become so we did that Flom event, and so I've
Yeah.
become so used to like Twitch chat being like a part of our existence.
Are you
on the
going to try and
castle.
call for some sub trains?
That would be
I've got the shoe upstairs. I got the little slipper.
yeah, you do.
Yeah.
On which channel though?
On which
That-
channel?
Hopefully one of ours.
Hopefully.
It is not live right now, but we only do that for Pro League, you know?
Yeah. It's a special thing for Pro League.
We save that for Pro League, which is coming up soon. So
Oh yeah, it's right around the corner.
It all comes so fast. doesn't
I
it?
know the break felt like it went quick, and then feels like a slow start. But I know like the first half of the year is just breakneck. We just get into it.
It's like Christmas didn't even happen.
Oh, it definitely happened.
All right, next event we got Pro League obviously here on the ESL calendar,
Yep.
but in the World calendar it's kind of
Yeah, I mean Cluj de Poker coming up in February, then Pro League, then we're going to Rotterdam, and then Bucharest, Rio, Rivals, and then Astana, Atlanta, CAC, and then the Major. Like it's just a breakneck pace.
Yes, it is.
Like once February, March, what's like the end of February hits, it's like we ain't stopping.
Never-ending Counter-Strike.
Twist is gone.
He's like,
He's
all right,
disappeared.
the referee's therapy did not work. Really.
No, nothing's helping. He's cooked.
He's like, I'm gonna leave.
He's like, you guys can have the PC. Oh,
All right, well,
maybe they're
a
swapping
hot
it out.
swap, Yeah.
Oh, think it's the whole PC or just the SSD?
That'll be TeamSpeak. It's always TeamSpeak.
You think it's just TeamSpeak?
Always TeamSpeak. Every issue in history of issues has been TeamSpeak.
But a TeamSpeak issue would have been resolved.
No, it's definitely not a TeamSpeak issue.
Okay.
Just to be clear.
After I said that,
Yeah.
just to be clear. Yeah.
I think I think we should add something into the show, which is like a PC hot swap, like pit stop Formula One style.
Yeah, we did that at Pro League. It was nice. It was the monitor swap that we had a little pit stop action for it.
Yeah.
They've gotten good, these admins. They can hot swap a monitor in like 23 seconds flat.
Yeah, that's pretty insane.
That's pretty good when you think about it.
Well, they were just fiddling with some wires.
Okay.
Yeah, under that desk. That's what the columns that I've just heard. So, checking some wires out down there, see if they're loose. Never want some loose wires, that's for sure.
Wise words.
Yeah.
Really reaching,
You
aren't
don't want loose wires.
Yeah, come up with an acronym for that
All right,
one.
what's happening over on the A stream, Jason?
Oh, A-Stream check-in?
Yes. Because they were a full series behind us, and I guarantee they're catching up right
Yeah, they're kind of caught up. Spirit just finished off and closed out that series. 2-0 over Astralis.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. So they're on their little break
Kind of an
between
expected
series.
result. I think that first map being close was unexpected. With
Sure, the
Astralis.
overtime.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good to see that out of Astralis, though, right? With this new lineup, I mean, even with kind of when Hooksy came with that older lineup, we saw that like brief spurt where they were like, okay, this is what Astralis can look like, and it crumbled obviously. But with this new lineup, with Ryu coming in, Fuzi coming in to join Yabi, Stare, and Hooksy, it's nice seeing Astralis put up a fight against Spirit, especially with Donk having himself yet another game. So yeah, that Astralis lineup, that's another one that's like keep your eyes on it. Could get interesting, might not, who knows? But we're gonna keep watching and find out.
Let's see if Donk is going to return to some top tier form back in Poland. That was his breakout tier 1 event. Katowice.
Brookie taking the moment to pour over his notes. He's like the student showing up to class, and you get that teacher's like 10 minutes late, so you get that like reprieve where you're like, I'm not really ready for this, but now I have an extra 10 minutes. Now I've got an extra 10 minutes to study my notes.
Hey, we might have another 10 minutes to study our notes, Jason.
Hell yeah,
because we're going to go to a break. When we come back, guys, we'll have this one ready to go. Hopefully everything will be resolved and the action can continue for possibly one round. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for bearing with us as we resolve those tech issues and get back into the action here at Intel Extreme Masters Kraków 2026. It's 12-6 for 3D Max. They were riding a wave of momentum that looks like they're about to close things out, Jason.
Well, unless they stalled out, unless they got iced.
That would be kind of crazy.
That'd be sad panda.
Sad.
Or you come out of this and you just bang them out and call it a game.
Yeah. Well, Twist going to be feeling the frustration, I'm sure, sitting 4-16 at the moment as well. I think he would welcome a new map almost at this point, but
yeah.
Let's see if we go that. All right, Maka with AWP, an AUG out for Exorcist, and 3 M4s.
Much more passive in this round for 3D Max. Had a lot of time to consider the kind of money that was going to be brought out on the FaZe side, the kind of buy that they were going to have. So opening up and saying, well, they're going to have weapons now, so let's not get too crazy. Not seeing any deep pushes, not seeing any deep peaks. Happy to let FaZe move into stage 1 of their strategy without a whole lot of harassment.
There's the peek out from Jacob out from Boiler, so that's an opening kill. The AWP's gone. It's an important frag to find that early in the round.
Yeah, but they wanted to, I almost felt like FaZe wanted to kind of immediately pounce on that and apply some pressure to the B bomb site. Defensive smoke for the time being is going to hold that back. Needs to be a win. Jacob with another one. Good find. 2 kills at the A bomb site. Defense, because of those kills, going to stick around over here at B, so a chance for 3D Max.
Bodyy just waiting and strikes at the perfect time. It's going to have some utility as well. Needs to be careful. He doesn't get run over from the left side. Twist is going to fall. He had too much damage sustained. Luckily, Frozen just sends himself towards the back of the site and leaves Lucky 1v3. So if we are to close the map here and now, it would be a Lucky 1 versus 3 retake. So that just doesn't seem all that viable.
No.
He's out of there. He doesn't want anything to do with it.
I think someone said it on team comms and dead comms as well. Like, if he saves, they can buy the next round as well. There's cash built up, although with the losing bonus might not be the most ideal buy in the world, but 3D Max will be able to scrape things together next round if they want. Nice win from FaZe. Good kills from Jacob. He's the one that provide all the frags necessary to break them in. The 2 kills at a bomb site, 1 over in lane, 1 on the push in halls that weakened up any B defense that 3D Max was going to have. So good round from the youngster of FaZe, and now they're up to 7, just 5 rounds back after the extended tech. Right back to the winning ways.
Do it again? Do it again. Yeah. Everyone has?
Will be a stellar phase. Come back again if they were able to pull it off here on Inferno. First step in the right direction with a 7th round collected. Now we see the damage is done to 3D Max. They've got a Mag 7 coming out, but they still have an ult.
Yeah, FaZe can capitalize on this buy, right? And you completely deplete 3D Max going forward. Then we're talking about an 8-12 scoreline. You're 4 back, likely 1 save. You're thinking that's a great chance to be at 9-12. And then you're like within, you know, you're kind of right there in the action. So obviously huge round for FaZe, but this could be the advantage they need to build up some momentum into the last 3 rounds of this map and maybe force overtime. So 3 players working their way up Banana. Twist is deep in support back at the ramp, looking for any pushes. And very calm. The Banana retake utility from the CT side sends FaZe packing back to the A bomb site, test the other side of the map while this utility is in place.
"45 seconds.
It's all going to be about what Lucky can provide Graviti.
Let's see what Graviti can do himself.
And Lucky's not going to be here for this whatsoever. He's shifting off. Oh, this is a disaster.
The pressure on the offer is keeping them distracted. We need Graviti to go huge if you're 3D Max, and that's exactly what has happened. He has his own gravitational pull as they come right towards him. It's a triple kill that has ended FaZe Clan here on Inferno. It is Graviti on his own that does enough to round out this map. Frozen will do everything he can. He's got a great headshot, but eventually will be dropped, and it is Bodyy the man to close it. 3D Max with a one-sided victory here on Inferno started and played with tech issues or twists, but regardless, 3D Max get the job done.
It's just a weird way for it to end because that round, I feel like more than most that we'd seen on the T side of Inferno, FaZe actually got everything they wanted. They pulled away everyone they wanted in that round. They found the 3-on-1 they wanted on Graviti over in Pit, and he just gets all three. Actually kind of crib right now. All the signs we're seeing, microphones coming down.
Yo,
okay,
freeze time
there
coming
we go.
down.
Freeze time is counting down. That's great. That's probably the most important one.
All right, it is time, ladies and gentlemen. The Intel Extreme Masters Kraków 2026, Day 1, Stage 2, FaZe Clan 3D Max, Map 2, Nuke. Here we go. Carrigan heading straight inside. He's let's see what he's got up his sleeve. A little quick ramp play is what we like to see.
Ooh, Carrigan's gonna lead the. Oh, there's no running away from this either. You're kind of Oh.
Yo.
Okay.
They just ran right past him. They ran right towards Hell X. He's like, okay, waiting on them to drop down, but they never come through. And so Bodyy and Lucky finally chiming in here. 3D Max, regardless of whether or not they go towards Ecstasy, it is still domination from the French.
No idea how this round played out.
It was all over the place.
Dude, I can't believe Exorcist. I'm not even sure he was aware they were running past him. He didn't react whatsoever
He's
on
like,
the ramp.
Waiting.
He was like, yep, they're coming to
Waiting.
you, and I'm actually just rolling the dice that they're not going to look left. That's a wild turn of events. The trap set up underneath heaven, and 3D Max just obliterate FaZe.
Because like usually the protocol there, right, is if you get the kill ramp, you commit down.
Yeah, you can if you get that kill and you feel like you have the space for sure. Rampstream's just kind of a weird one. Like I would have thought Exorcist to drop down there, but he didn't seem to have a care in the world when all that was. I'm actually not even sure his sound was working.
Well, this round really shouldn't get anywhere for FaZe Clan. This should be a comfortable 2-0 start from 3D Max.
Same thing we saw in Inferno as well in their eco rounds too, and their save rounds is like buy one deagle, give the deagle time to like go for some peeks, go for some picks, see if it can get you a 1D. If not, we're probably eventually just going to turn the corner into a slaughter. That's exactly what this is. Long range crossfire against 2 different M4s, potentially even 3 different M4s. Last kill is there. 2-0. 3D Max guns come in next for FaZe. And will this just continue being like a trend of what Inferno was? This is also the danger of, maybe not this because we haven't gotten to that point yet, but you know, FaZe picking this map is like, you're comfortable on it. Starting T side, never going to be an easy prospect, and you're giving a chance for 3D Max to just destroy you in the early going. Jacob up on top of the silo, looking like he wants to drop down, going to start making his play.
Yeah, just crossing on over behind these outside smokes. They come towards Maka. As that flash lands towards his face at the back of the carriage, it's Twist unleashed and sent forward. I mean, combination with frustrating tech issues with Twist. He also had a very frustrating individual game, probably related, but
yeah,
didn't really get going at all in that first map of Inferno. It'd be fantastic to see him start getting a few frags here.
Check out this position of Lucky. How much would it suck to be him right now? Like, you're just kind of tucked behind this box. They could be wrapping around Big Garage. Thankfully, if Graviti kind of keeping this line for you, but you're feeling like you're really exposed as this box is your only cover.
Yeah, you can see him just checking between both angles intermittently, hoping he doesn't get caught. There's the drop down into main. There's Graviti to confirm that Twist was still in Big Garage and not wrapping all the way back. Bodyy is going to be all the way towards CT. Lucky getting caught. And although they've done damage to FaZe, it hasn't really gone their way, but it can change. Oh, the Mag 7, it's not quite landing. Eventually it does. And now it's 2 extremely low HP players, and Carrigan got even lower as I was saying that. He's on 10 HP. His Brokey needs this pick, and he wins it. So Exorcist has got the upgrade too. He's got an AK now instead.
Even took more damage, Brokey. He got brought down to 5. Just like one little bullet, just he went into his knees sideways. Okay, here we go. Brokey gonna walk into it. The timing is everything. But Exorcist is at least gonna stay at the upper bomb site.
Here's the steps. They come in towards him. It's the time. There's 5 seconds of it. You've got to just run him down, Carrigan, and Ecstasy with the clutch. FaZe cannot catch a break.
No, that's a long, winding, battling round. But FaZe never had like a moment in that round where they could make a decision to progress forward. Every everything was to battle to dealing with the defense that was presented at that moment. They could never get to a point in the round where you felt like they could actually take a step forward, get a step ahead of what the rotation of 3D Max. All of it was kind of just dealing with this passive setup outside, and Xer sees in a perfect position to shut it down when the dust settles.
That was a 4v2 for FaZe, and a very unfortunate turn of events.
Well, unfortunate's one way to put it. Now you have a scout and pistols. Nothing's going good for FaZe right now.
Ooh, lucky from the back of Garage. It's Carrigan getting caught out towards red. And Jacob's Deagle. It's chimed out at least one kill here, but need plenty more where that came from. He is getting chances, just not connecting them. Broky's gonna have a go. Oh my god, he just runs into the open and gets absolutely annihilated.
At some point, 3D Max is like, let's just bring the whole squad out here. Let's just have a firing squad at this one angle. Scout swings into it, taken down. I mean, those are really good rounds from 3D Max in the sense that, like, you know, they're always favored to win them, but winning them pretty damn clean as well. Like, you're not taking unnecessary losses. What, one Deagle kill in that round from Jacob, and that's about it.
Yeah, everything else. And it's not like they're shying away from fights either. They're wanting to brawl outside. They're just winning them. All right, so FaZe down to AK-47s. They're back to a bye, at least. Getting that out. Exorcist has gone to the Mag 7 again. Feels comfortable wielding that. Couple of spots you can play it on Nuke, I suppose.
It's an old school kind of philosophy. I remember when shotguns in CSGO were first actually shown that they could actually be useful compared to previous versions. It was like, okay, well, that's a moneymaker in the upper bomb site.
Yeah, I mentioned the positions you can play. Would ramp room be one of those positions, Jason?
Close up, one shot kill, drop down. Yeah, they use it like the Zeus kind of a philosophy in that part of the map, but here Body's going to get most of the attention. Molotov might force him away.
Let's see if he can keep a secret. Nade's going to go up in behind him at red. Oh, Lance right in the middle of the pack. That's 3 players damaged by that utility. In the meantime, Graviti has taken the opening kill on Twists.
Oh, man, you've taken so much damage if you're FaZe 2, and this is just the first step of your round, hopefully, in theory, right? But you've taken nade damage, you've lost a player, Broky's down at half health. So Lucky outside, here's the move into the upper bomb site. It's relatively weak, and running out of bullets is Graviti. Kerrigan's found an opening, but now it's a recovery mission for 3D Max.
Well, here comes the Mag 7 in behind. This is where it's very potent. This close up, he will be dispatched. Brokey got a second one, blinded, and all of a sudden, he's got a chance to win this clutch up against Lucky, who's been so fantastic so far from 3D Max throughout this competition. But Brokey looks to doing one better, and he just can't. Lucky steps into A main, and he prevents that heroic clutch from Brokey.
Yeah, and you love this streak, and you love the confidence your players are showing if you're 3D Max, but that's one of those rounds that got way too close from a 3-on-1 where you're like, all right, guys, we need to pump the brakes. You know, we don't need to be this aggressive with how we're playing these situations. Shotgun went down. He was kind of, you know, give him the X factor. After that, let's wait and play that 2-on-1 a little bit smarter. You want them to kind of reel it in and make sure the decisions are being made as a team. It's a tech issue, again, for FaZe, but it's Frozen this time.
Yeah, Frozen DC from the server.
Yeah.
This second shot was nice.
Yeah,
Just got a
blinded.
glimpse of Body just before that flash really affected him and was able to react accordingly.
Yeah, really nice shot from Brokey for sure. We'll see how long we take to get back into this one. Frozen. See if those issues persist into a longer tech pause, but FaZe still trying to get their first round on the board on this T side of Nuke. Your weapon's buying up, so I don't think it's going to be too bad. And we have a timeout instead out of FaZe. So Neo a chance to get on the microphone and have a conversation with the boys. Kerrigan a chance for him to kind of reassess how the early going of this T-side Nuke has gone and make any adjustments he feels are going to be necessary, because 3D Max's defense is looking rock solid so far. 5-0. You haven't had success outside. We haven't seen them even really get control of Secret to be able to challenge downstairs. Haven't seen them get control of Big Garage to be able to challenge on the Heaven Wrap outside. That part of the map just seems to be firmly in control of 3D Max at the moment. Five to nothing run for the French side into this timeout. And as it comes to a close, we set back up for round 6. What does FaZe bring it into the battle? AK-47s across the board, fully kitted out, fully bought down, missing a little pieces of utility here and there. But around that, FaZe is looking to change the nature of this half.
And they have to.
And look at all the different looks that 3D Max is giving them outside because it is such an emphasis for this FaZe attack.
Makes it unpredictable for FaZe to have to deal with. Every time you come into the round with an idea, it'd be just a different look at the defense you've got to go up against. This time they go into garage and no one's there to defend.
Lucky has the sound cue though. Twist making the footsteps and running, and he's calling out to Mako. One is in big garage, so keep your eyes there. And it looks like at the moment FaZe is happy to leave Twist in this position. Reposition elsewhere on the map. Twist will have a lot of freedom now, isolated away from the rest of his team to make decisions, to either wrap in through mini, to flank around through heaven, based off of what the rest of the comms are sounding like. Real problem now for FaZe is, look at the utility they have for step 2. Spent a lot to get Twist in this position, but you don't have a lot to activate the second layer.
Well, it's Maka dropping Carrigan inside of lobby. Frozen taking Ecstasies out of that 4v3 with such a limited time. 20 seconds on the clock.
Oh, and 3D Max is so out of position.
Yeah, and this is perfect for FaZe. Now opening that single door, realizing the B bomb site. There's no one home, there's no one here. Body's trying to race back into position in time, but he can't do much about the outcome of the round. So as that bomb gets planted, 3D Max completely caught off guard by that quick play from FaZe down lower at the end of the round.
Yeah, maybe one of the rounds of that shotgun in the upper bomb site on Exorcist might have bit him a little bit, getting killed as they come out squeak door, and then with the op over and Hut, they're like, we don't want to mess with that. So completely fool 3D Max. Win by rotation. Good strategic round called by FaZe out of the timeout from Kerrigan as well, especially with light utility at the end. Finishing move with only 2 Molotovs to close is very impressive from FaZe. Their first round on the board, and they're in the fight finally.
Yeah, the problem on Inferno was that in the first half, they were able to get the 4 rounds in a row, never really turned it into anything. Gotta be able to pull this half back and then get started in the second. See if FaZe can actually turn this first round win into a string of round victories. Because there is a world in which 3D Max just bounce back immediately. They're hoping that's the case with the timeout coming up here. And the fact that they've got a decent amount of money still left available to them. They've got a full buyout and money left over. See what the decision making is for 3D Max. I would like to see the end of that shotgun, to be honest.
Yeah, well, yeah, you know, let's not, yeah. I mean, I'm not a huge fan of it, and we obviously seen it exploited with if you make it move, make it rotate, it can be out of position, but it did some good things for him so far, so I wouldn't be surprised to see him go back to it, especially at some kind of low buy situation down in the future.
Low buy, sure.
Okay. You're not feeling the gun rounds?
No.
No.
I think it's fine for a couple, but now we're getting into really...
But he's had his couple.
Yeah,
he's had his couple already.
Play with the M4.
Don't be greedy.
Yeah, there we go. So the rifles come out. Give yourself the best percentage chance of actually winning this 2-0 today.
Missing a few kits on the CT side despite having money on Lucky, Body, and Maka. I just decided to shame them all.
Yeah, I think you should.
Oh, upper bus. We're hitting the timing here.
Well, the outside smokes are deployed. They're going to play with just Twist out there. It's his job to have a little bit of a look outside with the rest of them focus elsewhere. Some missed utility and towards that A site. They try and get back. Body has just blocked them out deep in the ramp room.
Yeah, and he's not even afraid to show them that he has that presence, right? Like, usually he wants to sit there and be a little bit sneaky, but now he's just like, I want you to feel nervous because I'm pushed up all this way. I can have a very fast wraparound. I like the fallback afterwards as well, because they'll be looking for that fast flank.
So it makes them feel almost funneled into this upper bomb site hit. Maka with a rare miss shot. Gonna go back again and scope up, looking for a second crack of the whip. We'll try and activate Twist to get him in towards main to just have an extra prong to this approach, but another miss shot from Maka. And these misses might just prove pivotal, but eventually gets the job done in one of those kills, but then Frozen just comes swiping away. And actually flips this back into a doable round for FaZe Clan all of a sudden, but it's all gonna be Frozen, and he was paranoid about the heaven peak coming next, and the side peak from the site actually comes through, so Frozen couldn't do much about that. And that is the scary outcome. It is FaZe winning one round and then losing the follow-up.
Yeah, I want to say good play from Exorcist as well. This opening kill is his, but just his survival inside the bomb site. You could see Frozen is waiting for that peek from the site, not expecting the Heaven player to come up. Just Exorcist being alive and knowing that he could pounce out of that smoke at any moment made that 2-on-2 firmly in control of 3D Max. Really well done. FaZe going to buy up again, trying to recover from that loss immediately. Money's a little bit low. This is an important round for this FaZe T side. Haven't seen it kick in quite yet here on Nuke.
Oh, bodyy gets back into the same position he was in the previous round. This time they come towards him, and this time he handles business.
And this is one of the worst feelings on Nuke. It's just like, okay, well, lobby was already a pretty restrictive feeling part of the map, but if they're going to take ramp room 2 rounds in a row, now it feels even worse. And we can't even hold on to it whatsoever. So 4v5, and you're not feeling particularly motivated about figuring out what's happening over at ramp room. FaZe is on the back foot. Roki might just walk into this line that Maka's holding from Squeak Door as well.
Wall of smokes up.
Yeah, but great.
Again,
You can use the wall of smokes outside if you have no access to ramp. What are you going to do?
Exactly. So you want the play that has access to make plays outside his twist, and while all of his teammates are gone. So not much he can really hope to do here as he turns around and will win the fight against Exorcist, but everybody else is dead. Karrigan trying to step up now. He's the only player left that can do anything, and there's 15 seconds left. So FaZe just getting stalled out. These rounds aren't coming together, and 3D Max just blocking out huge areas of the map that FaZe just can't get control of.
You can see Karrigan kind of shaking his head in frustration at the end of that round too. I think he's sitting there and he's just like, well, it's hard for me to call at the moment because I'm not having anything. I'm not getting anything from my teammates. Nothing's being creative. No one is really making anything happen on the map. They're the ones being proactive. I don't have anything to call off of. You know, we're still set up in the default that I called from spawn 45 seconds into the round. There's really not a whole lot I have to work with. So he's feeling frustrated as an IGL. Players individually feeling frustrated because none of them are able to get anything going. Let's see, FaZe, I think this is one of those rounds you just take the leash off and say, everyone just make a play. Everyone go find yourself a kill.
Well, there's Karrigan making a play. How many times have we casted a FaZe game, Jason, where like you bring up what you just said, which is no one's making a play, no one's stepping up, and Karrigan becomes that person in the team.
Yeah, Karrigan becomes the one just kind of forcing it. And that's, oh, lovely from Frozen. He was dinked earlier, knew he was going to get hunted down, and now you have some access. Yeah, it's exactly it. Karrigan's like, see, it doesn't have to be this hard. Someone just needs to make something happen. Somebody needs to be the guy to go get your 1-for-1 and open up the map for the rest of the team. body's going to scramble. He's got a chance to bring this in, but that was the opportunity. Needed a clean headshot on the first to maybe build something into it, but the opportunity has disappeared. Save time for 3D Max in a 2v4. FaZe is going to get up to their second round, and now just 5 away.
Oh, good shot from Lucky. And that will allow him to get away to save the AWP. So hopefully that's the turning point. Karrigan sort of setting the precedent that you just need someone to throw yourself in there and take some space. Maybe it has to be him for a while. And then 3D Max kind of brought the play to FaZe in a way. They walked into Frozen. He was sharpshooting inside of the lobby. You're not going to get those too often, but made the most of them.
Yeah.
Terrorists win.
But you know what, at this point as well, if you're FaZe, you take anything. Just give me some rounds. Give me something to play with. Now, last time they won a round, they weren't able to build upon it, right? They weren't able to actually build it into any kind of momentum. They still have a chance here. I mean, 7-2. Scrape together a few more in these final 3 rounds, and then you're not feeling as bad about things. And actually, if you win this round, it puts the money in a strange place for 3D Max. So actually, oddly enough, for as dominant this half has been, this is a round win here for FaZe. Can actually bring this half very, very competitive, very, very quickly.
Whoa. Graviti. Stopping twists. A quick work of him, and he'll climb back up to the top of the hut. So an opening kill here for 3D Max, unanswered by FaZe Clan. For the time being, on the outside smokes now. A number of the most recent rounds, we've seen just Twist moving outside with these smokes. Looks like there's going to be a little bit more intention behind them when the rest of the FaZe squad. And a player at top secret stairs here for 3D Max to utilize. I'm coming towards secret, but that's information in of itself. And that body just lines them up. Oh, FaZe, you just can't get anywhere, can you?
What are you supposed to do? All right, Kerrigan, 1v5. It's your moment. Time to shine. Drops down vents. Kerrigan's not a guy known to save. You know, he's going for this. That's what I'm feeling.
I would love to.
Nope, he's saving.
To save, see the save, yeah.
He's saving.
The time.
Yeah.
You know, if he had a little bit more time, Jason,
sure,
he would have brought it down to a 1v1.
Obviously, yeah. 40 seconds is what he needed. Well, this is one of those head-scratching games where it's like this is the duality of FaZe, of just a team that can look exceptional and make it all the way into a grand final, and now you see him in this game and feels like they can't even really have a great idea of how to find an opening kill. So tough times in the FaZe camp at the moment. If you're 3D Max, you're living the dream. You're just high-fiving, you're happy, you're laughing. You got no cares in the world because this has been a pretty easy. I mean, 3D Max have been the proactive team throughout the entirety of this half. They're the ones on the CT side dictating things, pushing in, bodyy, taking away any opportunity if you get towards ramp room to get towards radio room. Maka's op and hut and squeak door just being really restrictive on the map. Number of bodies in different positions outside. I think 3D Max on the CT side has put together a very good game. And FaZe at the moment, I mean, just from what it feels like on the outside, I doubt it's the way it's actually playing out if you talk to them internally, but it feels a lot like this game has been a lot of going through the motions of like, we're running the tactics, we're having these people out here, but you're not getting somebody searching for that kill or searching for the play that they can make for the team. It's just kind of where we're going through, you know, exactly what the strat book says line by line. Not really any strength or energy behind it whatsoever. 8-2, it's a 6-round lead. Plenty of money for the CT side as well. Maka's op is going to be outside this round. Here comes the smoke wall from FaZe. Three players outside to try and progress behind it, but 3D Max throughout this half has done a really good job stalling this out, harassing, just being annoying.
Kerrigan getting ready for the utility. Tossed out towards the upper side, just clear out the top of that hut with the fire. And FaZe Clan, this time there's no one from 3D Max being a nuisance towards secrets. They do get 3 players over that.
And this is one of the few rounds 3D Max has information about their scaling downstairs. Like, is 3D Max even going to be aware they need to shift someone down? Yes. Okay, bodyy has moved. Still got time to find himself in a good spot in the lower bomb site, but he's going to mostly be alone. Maka can drop down ramp room to help out, but he's going to have to provide some resistance.
Twists, waiting, 15 seconds. Finally cracks open that window. In tandem with the rest of his teammates, Jacob gets the opening. Maka knows he's got to worry about that. Flying, he misses the shot. He pulls out the pistol and Kerrigan overwhelms him. Now Graviti trying to make sure that bomb doesn't go down, but he can't get there in time. Can his teammate at the double door? Yes, he can. So bomb plant denied, not picked up here. 9-2 half so far from 3D Max, and it could just continue to get worse here for FaZe Clan.
I know. It's every time we go to Kerrigan, that deep breath is just like, I can't believe this is happening. It's, man, this is just 3D Max. Again, it takes a long time, it feels like, for FaZe, once they're down secret, to actually decide to get into the bomb site. So 3D Max, again, has a lot of extra seconds, it feels like, to get in good position on top of the positions they already have downstairs. FaZe just cannot get a good feel of how this T side is supposed to be playing out, how they can overcome the defense. Brokey, he's going to get aggressed upon for perhaps the first time in this half, and no shot, no chance.
Oh, another great shot here from Maka. Just straight through the smoke, carving them up. About to be a 10-2 half here from 3D Max.
And they haven't even found body yet.
Oh, there's a shadow as well. Twist coming around, actually wins that fight. The shadow kind of helped him out at the end. But yeah, Frozen and Carrigan now at 2v4. Carrigan getting taken out, leaving Frozen alone. There's just nowhere for him to go. The bomb's outside.
Yeah, he's getting pushed from ramp room. He probably knows it, but you can't really do anything. Okay, well, exercise. The timing was there. Good read from Frozen. Okay, 16 HP and Maka. 1v2, you've got a minute to work with. Gonna go around the world and try and make a play that they would just never expect. But look at this, backing off towards CT spawn, towards single box is Lucky. Is he protected? Oh yeah. It's gonna be sad for Frozen because you never clear this spot. And you're just gonna walk into the crosshair. Easy win for Lucky. 10-2 half. 3D Max exclamation point here on Nuke. A dominant first half with an 8-round lead, looking to close out the series when we return.
Welcome back to the Intel Extreme Masters Kraków 2026. It is currently 3D Max about to defeat FaZe Clan 2-0.
I don't even know if defeat covers it, really.
destroy.
There's got to be a better, more aggressive name. Savage?
Ravage.
Ravage is good.
Savage Ravage. I like that. Well, that's exactly what's happening. Everything you can imagine that is kind of a negative for FaZe Clan is what we're witnessing today on the server.
Anytime you see a team like put like Kerrigan in that face that we saw a couple times where it's just like, I don't know what I'm supposed to call anymore. Like that's when you know FaZe is just getting comprehensively demolished.
Yes, indeed. Well,
That's good. That was better.
that was nice.
Even added an adjective.
Well, I think this pistol round might just seal it. And 3D Max can collect it, and they're ready to go in towards the upper bomb site. Broki's got the dualies though, Jason, and we know you love a dualie.
I do love a good dualie. There's going to be quick support. If Broki can get that first kill, someone's going to swing in from heaven. They're going to be able to chime in. They're going to have bodies here, but utility smoke that's bouncing up towards heaven, I believe. So it is all Broki. He's kind of isolated at the moment.
Well, at least he's got 2 guns.
Yep.
That doesn't really matter. You know, you said they had the bodies there.
Wow.
Well, 3D Max have got the body, and he's opened up things with the double.
Ooh.
And that's going to pretty much round things out. Body does everything. Froze is like, what? Yeah, at least.
Look, it's good to have a player like Frozen on your team who could just laugh it off. Who could just,
We're just getting wrecked, huh?
yeah, that's what he said. He's like, what am I supposed to do? I just immediate. He's just swinging around two Glock shots. I'm dead. He's not wrong.
No, he really isn't. This kind of feels like it might be over, Jason.
Yeah, you gonna take the big risk and call it?
This might be one of those risks you've got to take in life and say that FaZe seem like they're going to lose this one. MP5 out.
Oh, give me something.
What, the MP5 or the
Yeah,
scout
the
for Broki?
MP5. The MP5.
Okay. Oh, Broki, heavily damaged. Doesn't want anything to do with sticking up in heaven with the nades just raining on in.
It's given me nothing yet.
And right now, FaZe just held away.
I mean, look, you have to go for this just because 212 is so supremely out of reach rather than 2 to 11, I guess. But it's not going to look pretty.
Yeah, 3D Max is locked in. Locked in.
I mean, you have to go for it, and there's nothing you can do about the smokes being up. That's the sad thing. There's the Mac 10 chiming in. So FaZe will just kind of rebuy all this same stuff and try it all over again at 2 to 12. You got to rattle off 10 straight. But let's just start talking about how good of a win this is for 3D Max. You know, both these teams we mentioned had the disappointing 1 series loss at Blast Bounty and eliminated after that series loss. So you didn't even kind of really get to play that event that you're hoping is going to help build you into the season. Coming in here, FaZe is obviously still going to get at the shit end of this lollipop. But, you know, for the 3D Max side is they're celebrating. This is like they came into this and looking great.
What kind of lollipops you buying, Jason?
Just saying.
No. Yeah, it definitely doesn't taste too good right now for FaZe. But, you know, they still have chances to recover coming into the competition. It's just sad they kind of threw the, we are playing, we're used to the ESL setup. We can't really...
Kerrigan did kind of take all their
Dude.
excuses away from him, didn't he?
It would have been a great excuse right about now. But I will say that tech issue, that persistent tech issue, that definitely will...
It's not going to help.
Factor.
It's really going to throw you off kilter.
Especially on such an important player like Twists. You just see how frustrating it was for him. But Ecstasy is coming through. Great double. It's going to be Graviti coming through with that Mac 10. And we have Kerrigan and Broki left in a 2v3 to try and stop this one from ending. It's now just Broki climbing to the heavens. And we need an out of this world clutch. But they will prevent that from happening. Grenade goes up towards his head.
That's where Broki does his best work.
And Broki does not do any work, in fact. It will be 3D Max to comfortably defeat FaZe Clan today. 2-0 Inferno and then Nuke. They just continue their run out of Stage 1 into Stage 2 here in Kraków. And that rest and recovery seems to have reinvigorated this 3D Max squad.
Yeah, it does. I mean, came into this, they had some cool different ideas. I think the performance of Lucky is obviously a huge thing coming out of Stage 1, being the highest rated player of Stage 1, continuing to have impact here against FaZe. But for me, I kind of alluded to it in the pre-match of just saying, you know, I think Oppers are the easiest place to look in terms of their individual performance and a team's step up in performance. And I think today, especially on Nuke, Mako is an absolute beast. Mako is everywhere on Nuke. He was in their face at all times. And you have an Opper playing like that, really, really hard to get things going, as we saw with FaZe today. None of those riflers were able to get anything going. And FaZe just feels like they never stepped into the series completely.
Never, and it's very unfortunate. I think there was a period of time where it could have been FaZe, and it was literally that first half of Inferno when they go that 4-round streak. You
Yeah.
think, okay, right. They slow start, but they've woken up. Then the second half, they get blanked, and obviously a very slow start again here on Nuke.
Well, and that's the one that's kind of egregious in the sense that slow. It's your map pick, and you start on T side. So when you have a slow start, it feels like it's like exponentially bad for like a multitude of reasons. It's our pick. We knew we were going to be starting on T side. Yeah, this is just a really rough. I mean, well, let's say it like this. We have to find out tomorrow if this is a bad day in the office for FaZe or if this is actually just an average day in the office.
I feel like we just said that.
I know.
About Furia.
This is why. Well, FaZe in particular as an entity is so hard to do this with because it's like as soon as you give up on them, they have the miracle run to the grand final of the major, and you're like, well, I guess we have to do this whole if thing with FaZe from now on to
We
the
always
end of
have
time.
to. Yeah, we always have to. That is almost the rule with that team. But yeah, now FaZe joined the pot with Furia, two teams that have been upset. This is less of an upset though for me, obviously. Like for esports being Furia is absolutely mind blowing. But,
Yes.
But this one, you could have seen it coming. But a man who I'm sure